All right, let's start here. All right, hi, hello everyone. So basically in cybersecurity, people know me as Foxy. That is the name that I use for cybersecurity scene. So basically the goal for this presentation is to introduce to people about Blue Team. I want people to know that Blue Team is more than reading logs at some perspective. Because of that is not what Blue Team mainly do. We do something else also. So I want people to be interested in Blue Team as much as people interested in trying out pen testing or like red teaming activities. So I hope that my presentation in a way can help people to see that Blue Teaming is more than reading logs. So before we start, of course, I am Foxy. I am main coordinator for CSIU Cyber Skills Level Up for Rehab Initiative Community for Students for 2026. And I am also an active member for Reunion, which is the CTF team for Rehab. And then I am a conference enjoyer. So most of the conference I will be there if it's in Malaysia. I've been to Indonesia once. Um, Looking forward maybe Singapore soon. Uh, Wait, is someone is asking questions? Let me see. Miss Alina student juga ya. I am currently interning. I am not a student. I'm not a full-time student anymore. I am interning in my last year of my degree. So now I am working or interning as cybersecurity researcher, which my job scope actually mimics the cyber threat intelligence punya job scope. I basically study cyber threat, how to say, cyber threat Malaysia cybersecurity scene. I study what is the recent cybersecurity threats out there, and I try to digest the information and write out anything useful for my company. Basically, that is what I do in general for my company. A Singapore Blackhead Asia, I'm not sure. I'm not sure because of there's a lot of types of conference out there. Sometimes the conference is held mainly to focus on business. They showcase a lot of business punya stance yang macam cyber DSA atau cyber CIDES. Either one is generally for business. Kalau you pergi dekat conference tu, bos-bos banyak company pergi situ untuk jual dia punya produk ataupun basically just to promote their assistance in their services lah. Okay, there's a lot of type of conference. Mainly I will be confirm akan ada kalau conference tu more to like technical ataupun technical sharing ke, like the nanosec parallel pulse. That one is the recent one that I have been to. So that was really enjoyable. Alright, so enough of the introduction. We jump straight to what is basically. So basically this is what IBM talks about. Diorang share yang Blue Team is an internal, not really an internal, because of if we look at Malaysia punya business side, IT team could be external juga. So it depends on what company you go to. What type of job scope are you doing? So this is not entirely correct lah, but generally it is an IT security team that is there to defend against cyber attackers, including red teams, which can threaten your organization and strengthen its security posture. Okay, this is what you can see on Google, or one of the top companies share it with you guys, right? So these are what generally Blue Team do and what are the objectives of Blue Team. But I've talked with one of my seniors, one of the person I look up to in cybersecurity. He said like different company do different beauty, which is correct. So if you try to survey and talk to people in cybersecurity, even though they have the same job title, they are doing a different thing. They are not doing the same thing. It also depends on what industry you are, what company culture, what company services that you are serving. Because of vendors, there's like a lot of different companies and they serve different products and services, right? So it depends on their nature of the business also. So you can't really say like, oh, SOC memang baca log sahaja. Ada SOC lain yang diorang buat threat hunting as well. So really it differs on the company or like the job scope that you got for your own position. Don't try to scale or don't try to macam stereotype the job scope, because of you really need to like talk to people that works in industry so you can actually see what they actually do and what type of different thing that they can do inside of the blue teaming especially. All right, so why you should consider blue teaming. Although our job title is not as glamorous as red team or like how you say hacker, right? You don't do hacking stuff sometimes, like how movies glamorized it. But blue team is still interesting because of, again, we are doing more than log reading. We are more than SOC. There's a lot of things that you can do inside of the blue team. I think I can. Okay, so let's see what we have in blue teaming. So this is just my personal sharing, my personal study. Okay, disclaimer. I am not a professional career advisor. So whatever I share with you guys is basically what is my experience, what I personally experience it, and the result of talking with people inside of the industry from junior level to senior level. So you can take it, but take it as a grain of salt. And then you have to analyze it and take what you can and what you have to do to apply it in your life or like in your career journey. Because of, again, each of us have different visions and different abilities. So don't try to generalize or like don't try to copy me off 100%. Try to, how to say, experiment it on yourself too. I could give you the rope, but you need to after this you need to go and explore yourself and try to figure out what type or where you can go with the information that you have from me sharing with you guys today. Right, so let's just say what I do before this to explore blue teaming. As you can see here, like, I wrote a lot of stuff because of I am trying to explore which of the blue team ability or blue team job scope I could go to, or what are the blue team skills experiment before getting into the industry. So I can hear someone is submitting a question. Wait, So if student web technology dari UTHM nak switch cybersecurity, which job scope in blue team is okay? That is why I gave the disclaimer earlier. I am not a professional career advisor, so you need to explore as much as you can before before I go into my degree also. I have this mindset of I need to figure out what I want to do before I go interning or before I graduate, because of your student years is, I think, is the, how to say, the time that you have to explore whatever you want, because you can use the student how to say, student benefits or student leverage, because of some of the places they give student maybe conference a student prize, or like there's conference that wants to sponsor students to go to their conference. So these are the things that I think not a lot of people are aware of. So during your student time, if you are still students here, leverage your student title, because of you can go anywhere with your student title. So if you already graduate, do not worry, it is not the end of the world. You can still explore, which I am about to show you right now, how you can explore other than going to social events or other than talking to people. If you are really shy and you want to try out yourself first, these are the ways that I do before I like talk to people, or like I've talked to people and I want to try it myself. So let's just say the analysis of the Kongsi Rezeki QR phishing on threads that I have recently wrote. I wrote this because of I want to try to learn how to write CTI reports. and I want to like I don't want to copy off someone else. So I go on social media and I search for like any type of threats or any type of phishing campaigns that are available online or like social media, any social media. And I know that threads are a very popular place that people go to right now. So I go to threads and I kind of like stumble upon the Kongsi Rezuki thread social media QR phishing campaign, which it is not one post but like multiple posts, and they spam it sometimes. So I took that, and then I figured out on myself like, okay, I want to write a CTI report based on what I have found online or on thread social media. So I tried to write out a draft first, and then I reached out to anyone that is available online that could like kind of like point out what elements in my report that is missing for typically CTI report. Here's the fun part of when you get to know people in the industry, because of these are the things that I did before, and it is helpful. You reach out to these people that you know, they are already working, right? So they already know how it looks like or like what certain things supposed to be. So I reach out to them and I ask macam, oh, this is the report that I have written. Can you like double check it for me, or can I know what else or what element am I missing for this type of report or CTI report? So they will point out to you and they will like in a way teach you some of the things like, oh, you are missing maybe IOC. Maybe IOC is not like in front on the introduction part. Maybe you can put it on the summary part, or like, oh, this there are some technique that you can learn by yourself, or this, because of they will not spoon feed you, but they will give hints for you to keep on finding on yourself and try to explore it. So that is what I experienced with the QR phishing campaign for my CTI. This is my first CTI report. So other than that, I think whatever you see online, right, and whatever you see professionals are doing, I think you could copy off them, but you could make it like student POV kind of thing. Let's just say you've seen someone doing a malware analysis report, or like malware analysis sharing. You could actually go to any malware platform. Like for me myself, I like meltops.io. This is a platform where you could learn, or there's challenges that is focusing more on malware analysis. So there's a lot of types here that you could go or you could learn. What one thing that I think that could change your rather than you doing the challenge just blindly, you could take the challenge. Let's just say all of you could in a way just bayangkan lah, the questions here is a guideline for you to solve the investigation. So instead of just blindly try to solve the question, you try to turn it into, what if you find this malware out in the wild? What you have to do first? What are the elements that you have to find? What are the things that you need to take note on? So jadikan the questions here, question 1, question 2, all of the questions here as your guideline. Then when you write your report, don't try to write it out as like CTF style, or where you list it like, oh, question 1, SHA-256 is this answer. How would I find it? Try to make it like the report, like Huntress report, or like SOC radar type of report, where they found a malware out in the wild, and then, or like they detected a new type of variant of malware, right? Try to write it from analyst type of view. I think that will make you more like understand what you do, instead of you try to rush and complete the challenge blindly. Because of at the same time, at least when you turn your analyst point of view, you could see and you could understand what you're actually doing, rather than you blindly try to complete the challenge. I think that is one of the things that I changed my study way, or like my exploring way of blue team. And it makes it more interesting, because of you're not doing this just because, just because of you need the points, or just because of you want a certain title. You learn from it, you learn something from it. And your how to say, when you already write your any of your analysis or any of your report, you want to share it on your LinkedIn, it's much more valuable. People will engage with you more because of your report are interesting. It is not just like, oh, I am doing this challenge, question one the answer, question two the answer. Yeah, you write it entirely from an analyst point of view, right? So people want to read it more because it's different. If you want to reference out of anyone, try to search on LinkedIn, like, oh, whoever is working as in the industry that you want to try on. Let's just say you want to try malware analysis. You try to find someone who is working in or have a job scope of malware analysis. Maybe you can ask them, oh, this is the report that I've done for this challenge. What do you think? Is there anything that I could improve from this? Any elements that I can add on? Or like when you already do all of this, like when you already do your analysis, or like you completed the challenge, you try to find online any of the report from Huntress or SOC Radar or any of the popular CTI people that wrote about malware, right? And then you see what it looks like in the industry, because they wrote based on real life malware, what they see out there in the industry. So you try to compare, or you try to see, oh, this is what happens when you spot it in like any analysis or like in any incidents. So you learn a lot, you learn more from it. You try to how to say, connect it one to another. So your point of view now expands, not only doing the challenge, you got the points, you got the title. Now you learn that, oh, if I found this malware when I work in the industry, this is how it will looks like. Or this is one of the points that I could look for. I am aware of this. I already learned about this. Though it will not be 100% the same, maybe you already see or you already know the footsteps of it, or like the traces of it. Next, other than CTI or malware analysis, what else you can do? There's a lot of other skills that you can learn, like reverse engineering. Though in Malaysia we don't have a specific reverse engineering job scope. I have not come across it for now, but these are the skills that can be useful. It is not how to say, it is not primarily important, but if you have this, it will be good also. For malware analysis, for me lah, malware analysis, you need basics of reverse engineering to do malware analysis. Other than that, what else? I think report writing is one of the important things you got lah. So try to familiarize yourself with writing a lot. Just try to write anything. Try to write like this one, cyber defense. Cyber defenders also a good platform for you to learn if you want to learn DFIR. So they got malware analysis, they got this analysis, malware analysis also is there. There's a lot of platform that you can explore. Other than HTB, the popular one, Hack the Box. And you have Try Hack Me, MalOps. There's a lot of platform out there you could try and learn from them. Yeah. So Sherlock, if you're doing HTB, then Sherlock. There's a lot of things that you could do actually. Yeah. So these are the types that I already explore, and I think that it is very, very helpful for now. Okay. So other than that, my how to say, my CTI reference mostly comes from Rectific because of that's the new, not the new, the platform, the Rectific platform. If you guys have explored it, there's a lot of cyber threats informations there, so you could learn also CTI stuff from Rectific. Because of oh no, the caption is wrong. Sorry. All right, so you could learn CTI stuff from Rectific. There's a lot of information there, cyber threats information. There's like TTPs also there. You could explore a lot of stuff. So I recommend you guys to go to his platform, to their platform. Sorry, it's not an individual, but they are an organization. So you could go to their platform and explore CTI stuff there. There's a lot of information on their platform. So yeah, they also have social media. So they are very active in Twitter. They also have LinkedIn. So yeah, go try and check them out. All right. So I also have reached out to my industry working peeps and asked them if they have any insights they want to share to newbies, or any tips they want to share to newbies. So again, take this advice and apply to where you think is best for you, because of people give you a lot of opinions, but then like in order for it to work is for you to know where you could apply it, right? So the first person said the blue team. If you guys can see, let me just okay. Blue team also need to learn red team, since mostly advisory, bukan hanya ada IOC, sometimes IOA juga. So for those who don't know what is IOA, is basically indicator of attack. It's different for indicator of compromise, IOC. IOA, you guys can search this up. It is different. There's two type of indicators, which is indicators of compromise, IOC, and indicators of attack. There's two types. So you can search that out. What is the difference between IOC and IOA, and how blue team use that to get information. Right. So if you know something like Bloodhound or Mimikat's command, bila buat investigation can reduce time a lot. Tak perlu buka ChatGPT. Yeah, this is the reason why sometimes when you explore during your you explore doing all the exercises during your student time, this is what the shortcut that you will get. Sometimes you will automatically see things or recognize things faster. You don't have to like search it online or something. You already know, you already see the patterns. Then kalau nak buat threat intelligence, kena faham sektor yang terlibat, dan kena faham strategic, operational and tactical perspective. Different audience, different ways to answer, and paling penting kena dapat info laju, sebab kalau orang lain dapat dulu, it's not in intel. So every intel yang dah collect, don't be biased. So this advice is more towards people that are interested to go for CTI. So this is very valuable for people who wants to go to that niche. Right. So the second person said, in his opinion, blue teaming can be especially fun when real malware is involved. Trust him. So back when he was still new, EDR flagged a weird executable downloaded by one of the employees. After some analysis, then he found out it was actually an Amos stealer. So that is where his Mac OS security interest grew, and basically tried to find something fun to do instead of just doing boring alerts. So this is an advice for those who are currently working in SOC or wants to go for SOC type of job. Try to search something fun to do. Because of when you idle around, maybe you will find yourself burn a lot more than usual. So maybe you could try to find something fun to do in the instead of just idle around, just doing boring alerts. This is based on his advice. So next, this person said, jangan ikut kawan, eagerness to hunt and explore. And he also advised that Rome is not built in a day. So you have to continue to explore and continue to hunt and learn as much as you can, because like he said, Rome is not built in one day. So the more you explore, the more you learn, the more obvious or the more clearer your path will be. So fourth person said for him, blue teaming is basically a digital detective investigating crime from digital footprint, basically from baca logs. And if you like who do it genre, but obviously you like blue teaming. Basically, he said like, if you like to analyze something, it's obvious that you should do blue teaming. But then like again, take and apply where you think is best for you. It's not about looking at the dashboard 24/7. It's about you reconstructing the event timeline. So some rookie mistake that he realized is blue teamer often wait for alert or attack to happen. So instead of waiting, you can always hunt them down. That's the fun part of being in blue team. So instead of asking did anything happen, ask if I were the attacker, how would I hide here? That feeling when you successfully hunting the threat you could be the first person to discover the APT and its TTP too. So it's really cool, right? So yeah, that's some of the things that he noticed. And the last person, oh, this is quite an advice. So he said that most common rookie mistake that he see is not knowing where the initial compromise happened and where the attack progressed from there. This is the context of CTFs and also real world scenarios where attacker use many different techniques across the mature attack framework. So we often get overwhelmed with evidence and don't know where to start. As you're sharing about fund size of blue teaming with today's sharing, he won't get into technical stuff. Okay, let's just skip this. So his tip would be putting yourself into the victim and attacker shoes. This is where red team knowledge can come in handy, as he has red teaming background before going to blue team. He find it super helpful sometimes. So as a user, what activity must have done to get compromised? A suspicious site, a random file or link from Discord or email. This is the context of phishing attack. There's a lot of context in this term, but he uses phishing attack. So there are multiple attacks paths. The initial compromise might not be through phishing. This leads to the second tip, which is have a basic methodology of what to look for first. Might give you some quick wins. This can be done with a red teamer's mindset. Again, what he meant by he can get initial access and what would he be the next action. So hide in the writable folder like slash temp or Windows temp. Important tools, those folders to enumerate the machine, how to gain access, lead VPN. There's a lot of hypotheses that you could do and what can lead you or questions that might lead you to investigate the artifacts. So this advice can help with image, file analysis, triage analysis, memory forensic, and even SOC. So finding might not be in order, but by having a basic methodology and mindset helps with piecing the overall story together, which probably is one of the most part of teaching. All right, so I hope that today I already convinced you to be interested in blue team, because like blue team is also interesting. So as I already at the end of my sharing, uh, does anyone have any question that you want to ask? Anyone? No one? No one have any questions? Okay, so I don't want to job, alright. How long does it get to this point for me? For me, I started at my first year. So it took me 2.5 years, 2.5 years to get to know people inside the industry, talk to them, have a general idea of what I can do, exploring the artifacts, what I can do with artifacts, experimenting with the tools, connecting with people. Yeah, 2.5 years. Yeah, ask away.
Miss Alina, actually, I want to ask this one question.
Yeah.
Actually, how does CTF benefit in whether in red team or blue team, and why students must consider it seriously when they are in their university?
Uh, Wait, hold on. So can you repeat the question? Sorry, I can't quite get it.
Actually, my question is, uh, how can CTF help for our careers in red team and also blue team,
Mhm.
and why students must take it seriously to enter CTF tournaments when they are in universities.
Oh, okay. This is This is actually an argument that I have read a year ago, I think, where people kind of like debate the importance of CTF in student community. Um, how to say? If you don't know where to start or you have zero basic knowledge in cybersecurity, entering CTF would be hard too because of it's not I am not talking about which CTF is suitable for beginners or what you can learn from CTF. Each of the CTF organizers and challenge creators have their own goals, and sometimes they don't share their goals. So you don't know what is the CTF is about. I would say treat CTF as a game, as other competitions. It's the same. It's a competition. And how to say? Yeah, betul. There's no right way for you to start in cybersecurity. Sometimes people would say there's a lot of cybersecurity influencers out there, right? Orang akan cakap macam, oh, this is the right way to start in cybersecurity. But for me, after I explore multiple ways and kind of like experimenting around, I would say it depends on you and your pace of study. Lain orang lain study cara dia study betul. Ada orang boleh study from cakap dengan orang. Like, oh, I want to learn from people's experience. I want to learn from doing by myself. I want to learn like there's different type of ways to learn. So um if you want my opinion, if is CTF important, it would be if your style is jump and do. You understand what I mean? Because of CTF, you have to do the question, right? And then you have to learn on the spot sometimes because of the method yang challenge creator buat tu maybe tak sama dengan CTF lain. So you have to learn um, along the competition. So if your style is jump and do, focus on CTF. Or like, janganlah focus 100% dekat CTF, right? You try to integrate jugalah dengan yang lain. Like try to do other platforms juga ke apa ke. Or try to create challenges juga. Most importantly, don't try to limit yourself. Try to explore there. Apa yang ada kat luar sana. Path apa yang you tak explore lagi. Dengar opinion orang boleh je. Like people can give you opinion. Like a lot of people can give you opinion. But then like, it's up to you on how you can apply it in yourself or in your life. Also tak ada istilah macam dah terlambat for you to explore this type of way. Dah you ni awal sangat nak explore ni. Maybe in some cases it will make sense. But then again, it depends. It depends. You have to know where you want to go lah. That is the most important thing. So is CTF important? Yeah, my answer is it depends on you. Alright. So questions from one of the people here. Which local company recommended for students to go for internship that's good for Blue Team? So it depends on which side of the industry, not industry, job scope that you want to go. Malware analysis ke, researching ke, CTI ke, like I mentioned before, different company have different blue team, right? So it is helpful for you to talk with people inside of the company. So, I heard you work at this company. What do you do? What are the skills I need? And try to get reviews from them also, because most of the people are very honest. For me lah, for cybersecurity scene, right? I have not met a people that 100% said like his company is good. Confirm something about it that takes them off. So again, lepas tu you have to kind of like size it yourself. Janganlah percaya terus macam dia cakap macam, we always clock out lambat. But if you think that your work style is you don't mind to clock out lambat, then it's fine lah, right? Or people would say like, the experience here is good, but the salary is low. Then you have to size it on yourself. Or you want salary or you want experience. Don't try to 100% listen to people and just let's believe them like that. You have to size it based on your needs and what you want. I don't have specific local company that I could recommend because of there's a lot of company that do blue teaming nowadays. CTI, SOC, what else? Malware analysis. You could even explore where? Cybersecurity Malaysia also have intern positions sometimes. They're open to LinkedIn. So you try to talk to people there. Then you will get the idea of what is the good company for you. Because of lain student, lain dia punya POV. Ada student dia nak salary tinggi je, ada student dia nak experience je. And I'm saying this because of tak banyak company yang sediakan salary tinggi and a good experience for interns. That's JRC, I guess. Yes, JRC is part of blue teaming actually. Alright, so thank you for your presentation. Next question. Thank you for your presentation. Can I ask you why you decided to go into research internship instead of engineering or support? This is actually a very sad story because of I have applied to multiple positions, but then like I managed to get 2, and my actual goal was actually to go into digital forensic, but I guess tak ada rezeki lah. I got into CTI. Both of the roles are CTI, but because of my uni got deadline, so the other one couldn't produce the offer letter in time. So yeah, I go into research instead. Alright. Hey, it's fine. It's okay. Because of even if I go into research position, there's a lot of things I could do inside of it also. Besides of writing report or study, I could also experiment with tools or anything along the way. Yeah. So don't try to limit yourself, or don't try to feel down lah if you don't have or you don't get the target job scope or role that you want. Alright, next question. Ada ke role dalam blue team yang tak gunakan technical hands-on? Ada. CTI and GRC. But CTI pun it depends on the company. Ada company yang CTI dia technical focus. Ada company yang CTI dia tak technical focus, like what I do lah. Researching or like try to study, try actor ke apa ke. Ada je company yang macam tu. But you have to find it. A lot of people that works in the industry don't share openly about it. So you have to find people and talk to them privately. Maybe they can share with you. Yeah. So next question. JRC, I guess, but itu ya, you dah jawab. Alamak, terasa pasal gaji. Part of life lah. Part of life. Right. Sometimes you get what you want. Sometimes you don't get what you want. Alright. So so far, do you guys have any other questions lagi? Ke ayah dia terlepas lagi? Let me see. Okay. Oh my god. So any other questions for anyone? Which region's track activity are you invested in? For now, I am studying Malaysia lah. Because of kerja dekat Malaysia, right? So yeah, Malaysia tracks. OSINT or CTI is a same thing. Interesting. How to answer this? OSINT in the first place is open source investigating something, right? You use open source to search for something. CTI, you search what you can using open source or not, because of some of the company, they purchase any tools or software that could help you with your investigation. I am not sure about this, to be honest. I'm not sure about this. Sorry. Alright, so is there any NGO or organizations for cybersecurity at Malaysia? You meant like communities. Arun? Community. So of course I'm going to promote Rehack. But other than Rehack, I think there's a few other other organization that is promoting their cybersecurity initiatives as well. So you can find it on LinkedIn. They are very, very active on LinkedIn. So there's a few of organizations. Try to search it up. All of them use Cybersecurity Malaysia. You can find one. Don't worry. So many exactly. So does what you learn in class during university is sufficient to prepare for a working environment? Syllabus up to date for my university itself, even though the title is computer forensic, I would not say that I have learned hands-on digital forensic. The syllabus is, you have to understand that in order for university to change syllabus, right, up to date with the industry, it will be difficult as well because of they have to go through MQA to approve. They have to go to their own management. They have to get lectures that are up to date with the industry knowledge. So I guess not most of the universities have the opportunity to hire such lecturers. So maybe the point of not many universities are able to keep up with the industry knowledge. So most of the university doesn't have syllabus that is up to date to the current cybersecurity punya industry skills demand. What students can do is to explore beyond syllabus. And I guess that is the fun part of being a student in university. That is what makes you enjoy the university life, because of you get to explore and go out of beyond from syllabus university. I would say it's part of student life. If you don't try to go out and explore, maybe you would be burned out from studying 24/7. Yeah. So particularly in my case, theory wise, I know the basics of cybersecurity, but how to use tools, what are the current cyber threats, all of that I learn and explore by myself. By joining activities, joining communities, talk to people, experimenting by myself. Yeah, all of those things. Yeah. So, any other questions? We still have time. OSINT is a source of data, CTI product per se, or process intelligence. Feed OSINT info into the CTI lifecycle. Could be lah, could be. I'm not entirely sure about OSINT and CTI, if it's the same thing or you use one another, or OSINT is a skill. What is OSINT actually is? I would publicly admit here I am really not good and in OSINT. So that is why I don't know. How to join Rehab or Reunion? Oh, not to join Rehab. Rehab is an organization. So Reunion is the CTF team. You can actually, our Discord is open to all newbies that want to join in and do activities or CTF together. Let me get the link. Where's the link? Alright. Here you go. This is the link to our Discord server for Reunion. Adakah role in beauty memang berjaga 12 jam or depends on the role? Based on your current jobs, you work for 12 hours. It depends on the role. Ada, and company as well. Tengok company you operate in what hours. From what I know, the one yang kerja shift is SOC. Memang mainly yang kerja shift is SOC. Yang I tahu lah. Tapi again, different business, different company, different role, different work hours. So for my current job, no, I don't work for 12 hours. I work mainly for 8, I think. Yeah. Because I don't have specific time for my working. I have a flexible working time, so can't answer that. But entirely it depends on the role and the company. Yep. Yeah. I hope I answer your question though. Yeah. All right. So any other questions that you want to ask? Generally, do you feel blue team is underrated or overrated? Underrated. I have, I'm not sure about anyone else, but I have not seen people talk about blue team more than people talk about red team. That is why I do today's sharing because of, I feel like people are not talking much about blue teaming because of most of the people that I ask, right? Like, oh, why have you not share anything about blue team? They would say like, oh, blue team is really boring. Only read logs. That's what generally people would do. Yeah, overshadowed by Attica, Hacker, and Fantastic. Because these people like to glorify things whatever yang dekat dalam movie, right? So I would say blue teaming is a underrated underrated topic that people talk about. Yeah. CSI considered blue team, no? Huh? CSI? Mm, if they do if you see the episodes where they retrieve the computer or do any analysis regarding the any artifact forensic artifact, that is blue team. Yeah, CSI I watched CSI and I watched CSI Cyber series as well. That's an interesting point of view if you want to see how blue team in police department would look like. Yeah. Okay. Not all blue team would look like that. Only like the police department will look like that. Though I'm not sure about Malaysia. I'm not sure about Malaysia. Tapi generally you could get the idea that is how they do their work. Like a police detective film. Yeah. CSI. Yeah. Yeah, Aaron.
Actually, Ms. Alina, for the thing about the underrated or overrated, I also thought like because most of our syllabus from the universities it covers mostly about the difference, right? Mostly about the blue team thing. So I also feels like the students is more attracted towards the red team because there's no much stuff about the red team, right, in the syllabus.
I see. I'm not sure about other universities lah. But I think that would be the main how to say main thing juga kot. Maybe because of they already learn blue team inside of university. So they rasa macam, oh, because of they don't know anything about red team, they think red team is much more interesting. But then I think it differs lah from each of the students. Yeah. What do you think the local organization or even government should do to encourage more people towards blue team? Huh. Organization wise, for any community, I think promoting topics to more routine topics maybe would help. Like our initiative cyber skills level up, we do have blue team topics from time to time for each of the university. So that is one of the initiative juga lah. Kita tak promote hanya red team punya topics only, but we also promote blue team punya topics. So when they go to the workshop in the morning, they will learn blue team maybe. In the evening, they will learn red team. Ada some of the CSLU co-host university, they have 2 days. One blue team specific topics, another one is red team specific topics. So I've been to most of the CSLU punya co-host university event, and I would say students are still interested to learn either way, especially if they are newbies. So I think yeah, People are interested, but then I think nak sediakan platform tu organization or government lah. Maybe they have to sediakan the platform for the students to join or for people to join to learn more about it. Yeah. Probably a bit unrelated, but what made you join CTF? How do you find most of them? uh, during when I started my degree, CTF is such a hype thing, so everyone is talking about it. When I log into anytime I open LinkedIn, people are talking about CTF left and right. So that is why I am interested to join CTF. My first discovery of CTF. How do I find it? Through LinkedIn because of most of the people are talking about it. So I try to search CTF Malaysia. So then there's a lot of event listed in the Google or like listed in the LinkedIn, right? So I try to search. Oh, this organization is focusing on CTF. So I follow them. We had also have organized a few of the CTFs, right? So I try to I at that time I follow Rehack and then I've try to join their CTF competitions. And after that, I try to search for other organizations that are organizing CTF as well. So try to join as many as you can if you can. It's not compulsory, but if you want to try to explore, and then I think it's the best lah. Either LinkedIn or you join communities. Yeah, that is how you learn or how you discover what CTF is available right now. Even in reunion, we do play CTF every weekend. Depends on what is available that week. Yeah. Not only local, but also internationally. They play both because of it's online. So yeah. All right. So it's 10 p.m. already. Before I really wrap up the session for today, do anyone else have any questions? Okay. Do you think Malaysian military and police enforcement need more blue team people in the sector nowadays? Example, in intelligence. Okay, I don't work in police enforcement and military, so I can't speak on their behalf and I can't have opinion about it because of generally I know that cybercrime punya department memang ada, memang wujud actually dalam police enforcement. Diorang ada cybercrime unit. Tapi I tak tahu apa yang what is available in their department or what do they do. So for you to know this, maybe you could connect with the people that are working in cybercrime police enforcement punya department for you to get to know them more. What are their roles nak masuk ke dalam tu? Because of last time we buka booth for Rehack dekat Cydes ke Cyberdias. I don't I again not sure. Cydes. So a lot of police or law enforcement yang datang booth. I've talked to them. So if you are interested to join their department under military or police, walaupun you guys nak pergi cyber security ataupun IT team, you still have to go through police training. Yeah, if you are interested to join them. Or what kind of role of cyber security yang diorang ada itu I tak sure. But they have department for it. Yeah. Maybe you could ask around what do they do and what do they need more people or not. Nah. Yeah, go try to apply. I'm not sure where you could apply though. Mm. All right. Anything else? Yeah. If there's nothing else, I will wrap up today's session. Thank you so much for whoever is joining today. Apa ni rambut flat top after my degree? Don't be like that. So thank you so much for joining today's sharing session. I hope that I have given you an insights on how to explore Blue Team more, and I have give you an idea how you could start for now, especially if you are students, and what type of platforms you could use, and convince you to give Blue Team a chance also. Alright. So thank you so much for joining. Yeah, assalamualaikum. Bye bye guys.